Okay, I'm trying to bring Emdee now. I think the 1 hour is up, so I'm trying to bring you up now. Okay, I am on now. I'm trying to bring you on. Okay, request, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hello. Okay, we were doing this on Emdee's line, and then the 1 hour was over. So right now, I'm just waiting for him to join me here again. So thank you for joining tonight. Okay, a lot of people are here. We've done about 1 hour with Emdee Tiamiyu, and I'm trying to get him to join now. So we've been talking about the future of work. It's been a very interesting conversation tonight. Very, very interesting conversation. Very interesting conversation. So thank you for joining. Okay. Yeah. So here we are, Emdee Tiamiyu. I'm waiting for him to just join. Here we are. So I'm just waiting for him to join now. So thank you for joining us. I'm seeing a lot of people. Lomotoyosi, good to see you.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, so we're back. And it's so clear.
Can you see me?
Like it is super clear from your end.
Clear.
Yeah, so what we're talking about earlier was the entitlement mentality that most of us young people have. And it is not like totally our fault.
Yes.
It's because that was what we were taught. You know, that was what our parents told us as a system to follow. And we need to wake ourselves up, you know, from the slumber to the reality of our time, that nobody owes you an employment. Yeah. And unemployment is not sit-down loop. Nobody. You know, employment these days, you know, when you talk of startup companies are fundamentally, you know, established around a problem. You understand? The team is small. Yeah. The resources are small. Time, money is small. So they want to be very careful and choosy of who joins that team. It has to be very lean. So your chances of getting the job is even leaner. You understand? And that's one of the realities of the future of work that we're talking about. So young people, you know, have to, you know, wake up to that. And when I look at people's CVs, I can't wait for your session with Auntie Bumi. I know she's going to just bring Koboko and be wiping everybody. You know, part of what I do as a side also, this is advertisements. Apologies, please. Permit me to advertise my market. Yeah, so I do CV review, yeah, for people. I do an average of like 3 or 4 per week. You know, people send me their CVs over WhatsApp, over email. I charge a token and then I review it. When I open people's CVs, I know that they cannot get a job in the present of work and in the future of work. They are not ready for this future of work thing. So when we talk of future of work, in the end, I'm afraid that people will go and say, what did that buyer even talk, self? It's just plenty talk. The main cocoa of the point is that it starts with a mindset change. You have to reconfigure your mind that let me just find one work where I'll be going. You'll just be paying me my own salary. JJ. That is not how it is. You have to think about what am I going to contribute. You understand? If you watch a movie, a lot of us are watching movies now since we're at home. If you watch a movie, particularly Hollywood, not, you know, our own Nigerian film, where they can forget things, you know, where they can forget things to a point whereby a ghost will want to enter a house. Inside Nigerian films, a ghost wants to enter a house and is knocking door. Do you understand? He's knocking the door.
He's knocking the door.
How can ghost be knocking door? A ghost is even announcing itself. I'm a ghost. Open this door. I'm talking about Hollywood. So in Hollywood, everything you see in the movie was planned, including the madman that was just going, that didn't say anything. You understand? So everybody on that set has a role. So there's something they are contributing. It could be optics. You know, it could be. So you need to know what role. You cannot just be a flower in the office, you know, that is just sitting there and collecting breeze. So you need to personally audit yourself that, wait, if we're 20 in the office and something happens like COVID-19 and they say 10 people must go, will I be one of those 10? Do you understand, sir? Will I be one of those 10? You understand? So, and I'll just share this before I ask you my last question, which will be about relevance. You know, how people can stay relevant. I'll share this. I've shared it, at some of my events, that 3 things determine how people are paid, what you are paid at your current job, regardless of the job you do right now. 3 key things determine how much you are paid. Number one thing that determines how much you are paid, and everybody knows how much you are paid, you know, when the lights are down, when the curtains are down, when you off light, and it's only you. You know what your paycheck is. Whether you are multiplying it to the world and telling the world, let's say you earn X naira, and you are telling the world it is X times 10. We don't care. Yoruba people will say that ẹ̀tọ́nà lẹ́gba mẹ́wàá ni. Ẹ̀tọ́nà lẹ́gba mẹ́wàá tó ní mẹ́rin ló bá òun. Bàbá mi mẹ́fà tó kù ńkọ́. Ara ẹ̀ ló wà. So I will never argue. Now, what you earn at your job, 3 things determine that cost. Number 1 is the importance of what you do. And that importance is not the importance to you, the importance to the employer. There are 2 GMs in every company. Yes. The general manager who sits upstairs inside AC, and the gate man who sits in the sun outside the gates. GM la omejeji, but their salaries are heaven and earth apart. Now, it is that because the role of the GM upstairs is more important to the company than the role of the GM outside. If they vex, they can put a robot at the gates, automatic sensor. Once it identifies a car or a human being, gate will open. So gate man is gone, and gone for good. So the importance of what you do to the company is the number 1 factor that determines how much you are paid. We're noting that one. Number 2, that determines how much you are paid. Sorry, you didn't ask me for this question. You know, the spirit just brought it. So like, So the second thing is your ability to do it. So there are gate men and there are gate men. You understand? Your ability to do that job. So you can be a general manager today, and tomorrow they demote you to a less role. You understand? Because the role is still important, but your ability to do it isn't enough for that office. So if you want to go into data science is important, but how good are you at it? Machine learning is important to the future of work, but how good are you at it? Data analysis is important. All of those things are important. How good are you at it? So your ability to do that job, that's why in some organizations, not everybody on the same grade level are paid the same thing for the same job. Do you understand? So your ability to do it is also part of how much you are paid. And then the last one, which is the most important. In fact, it is almost more important than the 2 of them combined, is how easy it is to replace you. How easy it is to replace you. If a gate man vexes and he doesn't come tomorrow, and he says, "Okay, I will not come tomorrow," by the time we peep outside, we don't even need to write an official vacancy. We just shout, "We need gate man," from the window of the office. 15 people will queue up, and from the 15 we choose one. It is so easy. But the GM upstairs, before we can get